Okay, if you are in a custody case, pay attention. This will be the most valuable video you have watched. I'm going to show you exactly how to prepare, organize, and evaluate your evidence for trial, regardless of if you have an attorney and regardless of where you live. First, you need to determine what the law is in your particular area so that you can find out exactly what factors a judge will look for in determining your custody case. I'm going to use my home state of Pennsylvania for this example, but you can use a similar method for your state wherever the custody case is or whatever country or area the custody case is located in. So because I want to determine what the law is in Pennsylvania, I'm going to type in Pennsylvania custody factors into a Google search. Whenever I enter that into a Google search, a number of options comes up. I want to stay away from any random blogs or shady looking websites like that. I want to find the actual law. So if we would scroll back up to see that first choice there, we will see Title 23 PA General Assembly. That's an actual law, and it's under the state website. So I click on that, I go to the full site, and it takes me to the 16 factors that a judge considers in a custody case. Now I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to look to see what's relevant to my particular case and what's relevant to the evidence that I have that's favorable to me and that's unfavorable to the other side. To be sure that what you're looking at is the actual law in your area, you can do one of two things. You can either ask your attorney to make sure that you're looking at the right law, or you can call the judges' chambers. Judges' chambers can't give legal advice, but you can be very nice to them and say, hey, listen, I just don't want to waste the judge's time. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right law. Is such and such the right law in this area? Are those the factors that a judge considers? It's not a guarantee that that will work, but your chances are going to be pretty good. Now, getting back to the law in Pennsylvania, we would look at all of the relevant factors that are relevant to our case, and we would list individual pieces of evidence that we can use that would be favorable to us and unfavorable to the other side. Once we list those individual pieces of evidence, under each piece of evidence, we want to list which witness can testify to that and which piece of physical evidence can prove that. But then under each piece of physical evidence, you also need to list what witness are you going to need to bring in to lay the foundation for, authenticate, and present that physical piece of evidence. When you're done with that part, you need to learn the objections for your rules of evidence in your particular jurisdiction, because you want to know how that evidence will be kept out, or at least attempted to be kept out, by the other side. And you want to have your arguments ready so you can overcome any objections that they may make. Finally, you go through the outline you just made, you make a witness list, you contact each witness and make sure that they can appear at your trial. And then you obviously also make a list of all of the physical evidence that you're going to need for trial. At trial, you use all of that evidence you just listed, plus any evidence you can use to attack the other side's credibility, and that's how you prepare a custody case.